Dead Reckoning. Dead Reckoning. You drove a motorcycle off a cliff, giving us one of the most iconic movie scenes ever.
Yeah, I wanted to do that. That was a lot of fun. That was fun. That was weird. That was wild.
And somehow you managed to get even bigger with the final Reckoning. I can't even talk about this, but when you see it, everybody, you're gonna freak out. Tom, that's you. That's you, bud. I mean, yeah, that little guy there, yeah. Now,
you all haven't even seen the sequence. Like, we're not showing anyone the sequence. You got to go see the movie. You see little snippets of it.
I can't even understand. But do you manifest it? Like, do you see an idea in your head and go, oh, I think that would be a great stunt. I want to do that. And you see yourself doing it?
Yeah, I do. I remember seeing, like, black and white footage of the very early days of wing walk, and I just thought, oh, I'd love to do that. I was a little kid, and then we just, you see how we kind of work on different aerial sequences from Top Gun, and then, I fly jets and airplanes and helicopters, aerobatics, and then Miku and I were just talking. We just discussed we'd like to do an aerial sequence.
Miku, this is Christopher McQuarrie.
Christopher McQuarrie, and we were talking about it. It's like, let's go do an aerial sequence and want to do wing walking. So we chose the airplane, and I know how to fly that airplane and figure it out. And then we just start seeing how can I get 0G between the wings and what can we do. And I don't know if you've ever had your hand outside a window going about 145 miles an hour. I don't know if you've done that.
Yeah. But I mean, how do you even...
60 miles an hour and then, multiply it. But feel the force of it. It was pretty intense, I gotta say. It was
how do you
intense.
breathe? I mean...
That's a good question. I didn't realize, like, that amount of force of air, I can't breathe. So I had to figure out how you're taking the wind and you're breathing down here like this. And, the air particles coming off that propeller are traveling at the speed of sound. So the air is going around the fuselage like this. And the force of the air when I got close to fuselage was brutal. I mean, the air going over the wing, period, was brutal.
Yeah.
But when the airplane went upside down and also the engine would stop,
Tom,
so like we did it, like there's stuff where I'm there and I was like, okay, let's see how long we can hold that, so that with the engine stop and then so believe me, we spent a lot of time figuring this stuff out, like
but
how to start the engine from here and not going to the ground.
But you're on that thing, and then you practice. But if you're in trouble, you do this, right? And you go,
yeah.
And then that's what I would do immediately.
When I'm resting, it is the most intense weight workout you've ever had. Have you ever lifted a weight where it's impossible to lift it again?
Yeah.
That's what it's like after a couple of minutes on this wing, what we're doing. Because the maneuvers, you're going from 95 to 145, miles an hour, and then you're pulling the G's as we're going along.